how y'all doing? Okay, so today I'm coming at you with a bag that I have never even considered. It's kind of a review slash reveal slash first impressions. I've been looking for a spring and summer bag, something to use just for that season that's not completely solid black, because right now I've been using my Mick MM, and that's the Daymaker Feet, and it's just too dark in my opinion for spring and summer. So I just literally happened to come across this beauty. Y'all meet Sharleen. This is Sharleen GM right here, okay? And she's in the multicolor with the black canvas and super striking. This is a bag that I really have never, well, a line that I've really never considered, and the main reason is because most of the bag options, the styles, are just bags that I won't carry because I just feel like I'm too old to carry them. But when I saw this one, I was like, oh yeah, mama likes her some Sharleen, because I like totes. And one of my very first bags was the Palermo PM, and if you look closely, this looks like a bigger version of the Palermo PM. It's got the pleat there in the front. It's kind of got a little bit of the structured base here at the bottom, smaller at the bottom, goes up. So let me give you the measurements. Okay, so 13 inches at the bottom, and it does open up a little bit wider, so it's about 16 and a half at the top. It's 12 inches tall and about 7 inches deep. And then the handle drop here is 7 inches, which is going to be like the Neverfull, I think, or the Raspbill, I can't remember which one. And it also has the shoulder carry option, and you can adjust it, and so the drop here would be anywhere from 14 inches to 18 inches. And so, and that was one of the things that kind of sold me on it. Just like the Palermo PM, it has that strap. And I really like that option because I'm kind of going through like a shoulder bag phase. You know, last year I was in a tote phase. This year I'm more of a shoulder bag slash crossbody. And so probably not going to carry it with these handles too much, but I definitely love the strap. So again, this is a bag that I really just have never considered and really just happened to come across it. And so as you can see, it's got all the vachetta, which I know I just recently said in one of my videos, all the vachetta drives me crazy. I don't know why I chose it, mainly just because it's so cool. It's just so cool. And it is a seasonal bag, you know? And so if you go on the inside, it actually does have a zipper closure option, but it has the zipper option like the Raspbill. So it just has the two flaps, you know, and then you bring them together. And so it's not zipping across like a true zip top, you know what I'm saying? Like if you bring up those flaps, I'm trying to show you. Like you're gonna have this gap over here and this gap over here, okay? If you can see that. And you can see where you just have to bring this up and you just find the other side, and then there you go. So it's a little secure, you know, not completely, but you know that I don't really care about zipper options necessarily, so I don't care about that. And I kind of like how the canvas, you know, these little flaps flip down and it looks like it's got that right on the inside. I think that's kind of neat. The inside is kind of a darker brown Alcantara, and you've got the one slip pocket on the back. It will fit an iPhone 6 Plus. Right now I don't have it in a case. If it's in there, fine, but even if it did have a case, it would be fine. It's pretty generous. The other side, it has two slip pockets. They're the same size, and you can't fit your phone in side to side, but you can put it in like this, and it'll stick out a little bit. No big deal. Okay. There is no exterior, you know, pocket, and I was even looking earlier to see if there was a D-ring. I don't think that there is. I'm looking. No, there is actually not a D-ring, which is kind of surprising. But anyway, today I carried it out like just for the first time a little while ago, and I just put my phone and my keys in this big slip pocket. That's what I did. Okay, so let me just show you some of the details on this bag. First, by the handles, you see these little bows. And I'm not necessarily a bow person, okay? I'm not normally like, oh, it's so cute. I'm normally not like that. Like, I'm not really a heart person or, you know, like heart-themed stuff or bow-themed. I'm just not. But I just, and that's actually, I don't even really care about this. I just liked the tote and this. That's really what I liked. This is okay. I mean, I could do without it, but whatever. These little, the hardware that's connecting the straps, so it's not like a true square shape. It's kind of, they've got rounded edges, but I also like it because they're kind of like the Totally GM bag. I just did a video on that, and I said like the hardware itself is rounded on those, and it's same thing with these. Like, see, they're not flat, they're rounded, and so they're really nice, and they're nice and shiny, and it has all these studs. So I'm not really into studs either, okay? Maybe back in the day. But Mama got past that. But, you know, and it's got the studs here. It's got the studs on the side. And so, again, I'm not necessarily a fan of that either. And that's why I even hesitated on this bag, because I'm like, and Mama too old to be carrying something with studs on it. But the tote, y'all, I just couldn't get past the tote because it's so, I like totes. And I like that it has this option. And so, and I also said in one of my recent videos that, you know, I really have a hard time with all the vachetta. I know I said that, but again, I couldn't get past this just yelled spring and summer to me. I mean, really, I just feel like, you know what, I can carry it for a season. Well, 2 seasons, that's fine. It does have feet, and it does have a structured base. So it's not gonna, you know, be slouchy or anything like that. And it doesn't really, and I'll do a mod shot in a minute, but it doesn't really stick out too terribly far from your body. You know, of course, it depends on how you carry it. But yeah, okay, so, you know, you've got the shoulder thing here, you've got the nice hardware, you've got the bows on both sides with the studs, and, you know, it's a pretty sharp looking bag. So I did notice right away, and again, just carrying the same stuff that I normally carry, I picked it up, we were about to leave, and I was like, dang, this bag's heavy, what'd y'all put in it? And I opened it up, and it was just my stuff, and I realized it's this. I mean, it's all this detailing on the bottom. It makes the bag a little heavy, I ain't gonna lie. And so realistically, I'm only gonna be able to carry this bag for probably just a few years because, you know, if I carry something for too long that's too heavy, I start getting achy in my elbow. Mama getting old, y'all. And so I just have to be real careful about carrying stuff for too long because my elbows will start hurting. I don't know what it is. Okay, so I've got my accessory pochette, and I'm not gonna go crazy and go have everything matchy-matchy. I mean, the monogram matchy is good enough, it's fine. So yeah, so I got that, and then I have my mid-size pochette, and then of course, you know, I have my big calendar. I put that in the middle, and then, oh, I actually got something else new. And it's another zippy organizer, 007. This is bringing out my streets ghetto side right here, y'all. I've really grown to like these zippy organizers. I like the way that they're set up on the inside. And I still do like my zippy, okay, my traditional zippy wallet, but I've been using the Dame Graffiti zippy organizer, and I like it, and I found this one. And not necessarily a fan of the 007, but shoot, okay? I don't need it personalized when I got that, because you get the hint. So, anyway, I got this, and so I'm going to put this in here, and then, okay, so my little, this is for tissues. I can just throw this in here, it doesn't matter. And then I have for my overflow cards, my little handmade case, and I'm going to put that on one of the smaller pockets over here on this side, okay? And then my business card holder on the other, right there, along with my sanitizer and my burnt bees, because those are the things that I need to get to the most, or a lot. So I just put that right there. And then, oh yeah, I do have my little, for the earbuds, but there's so much room here on the bottom, I can just throw it down here, it doesn't matter. And my hand balm, and then my pen case. And so everything, you know, really, I mean, it's like a tote, fits in here nicely. Oops. I usually put my zippy organizer on the other side of the wall of my calendar. Like, I use my calendar as a separator. So see, like, I have my pochettes in front of the calendar, and then I have my zippy organizer behind it. And that way it's just easier for me to find because I know what I'm reaching for, or at least that's what I was doing in my Mic. And so, okay, now, you know what? I do have my water bottle out here. I'm probably not just going to get in the habit of carrying this in here because I just said the bag is already heavy, just empty, and then you put all your stuff in it, and you saw I don't even have that much stuff really, but it's pretty heavy, you know, and so to have this on top of everything else, I mean, it would probably just be too much. But anyway, again, it's just for a season, and then it's probably realistically just going to be for a couple of years or so. Okay, so let me put this down a step. Okay, so, you know, you can carry it, hand carry, okay, just carry it like that, all right. You can obviously carry it in the crook of your elbow, like this. And so you can see, like I said, it doesn't stick out obnoxious. I mean, you know. Well, again, it's just like the Palermo PM, except bigger, okay? So there's that. And then, like, you know, like I said, you've got the shoulder carry option. And so, here it is. Now, wait, hold on, I'm going to put these down. So, here it is on the side. I think in the video it looks ginormous. It's actually not that big. Okay, you heard the measurements. I mean, it's, you know, the Never Full MM is 13 inches wide. And I forgot, actually I think it's about the same at the top, and it's 11 inches tall. So see, it's really The difference is this is structured and the Neverfull is not. And so this looks bigger, I feel like, because of the structured base. And so anyway, but this is probably how I'm going to carry it the most, just because, again, I'm really digging some shoulder carry options, and I like it. And one thing that I actually did was, you know, I told you that I have a friend that has like a leatherworks company and stuff, and I measured this length that this exact length that I like right here, and I'm having him do me another black, you know, the thicker strap like I use on my Mick, and I think I'm going to use that, and I think the black will be fine because I have the black canvas, and then of course I bought gold swivel hooks so it'll match. But I just like the thickness of my other strap. You know, this isn't too thin. In fact, it's a lot wider than I thought it was going to be. It's probably the size of like the Totally straps, or the Sack Shopping straps, or the Cabas Mezzo, well, the Cabas series. It's this size, these size of straps. And if you just have it on one, I mean, it doesn't hurt, but again, the bag is heavy. And so I think over time, you know, like if you're carrying the bag all day, it could get kind of heavy, I don't know. But anyway, so this is Sharleen. Sharleen. I don't really sing. I hope this was helpful, and I'll be talking to y'all real soon. Okay, bye!